Greetings, RC model geeks, and here we are in the shed yet again for part 20 of the Sarik Hobbies de Havilland, Canada Chipmunk build. Now, as you can see, I have cleared the decks slightly because we're going to be building the second wing, I think. But before that, it's the roll of honour for the day, for the Big Shed campaign. So, big thanks to Francis, Roger, Terry, Ed and Jamie for your donations. That is wonderful. As I keep saying, the generosity of people is amazing. But, you know, we've got to keep it going. We've now got 10% of the total. So, and that was from about 12 or 13 people. And how many viewers do we get to a video? Come on, people. As somebody posted, if everybody paid £1.25 or £1.50, we'd hit the total now. So, enough about that. It's on to the wing. So, if you remember, was it last week, I said a guy came over, Ray, who also has this kit, and he bought me a tracing of the second wing. And here it is. Now, this is generally what you have to do with a lot of plans. They only show one half of the wing. And the idea is that you trace it or turn the plan over and use it to build the second side. So Ray has done the tracing option. Now we've got to look after this. We've got to try not to make a mess on it or anything. So what I think we'll end up doing today is just preparing the parts, cutting parts, gluing any bits together, like ply doublers onto ribs and stuff like that, and any kind of serious cutting that we might need to do before we get Ray's traced drawing out, because like I said, he doesn't want it damaged. I'm sure it took him quite a long time to trace this out again. So that is what we're going to do today. So I don't know if it'll be a long video or a short video or whatever. It's quite late in the day already. It's about 3 o'clock. I had like mother duties to do today, running people around and everything else. So yeah, we haven't done a lot. So I think I'll come back to you when I've chopped up some bits of wood and glued them together. Right, I have been doing some preparations for building this second wing. But before I do that, a latecomer for the shed fund today, Bernard. He made a little donation. So thank you, Bernard. You're a star as well. Right. So, what have you got to do that isn't included? That's a good place to start, isn't it? Okay, this rib number 1. This one here. Now, it's meant to have 2, when I find them, ply doublers. One there like that, and there should be one on the other side like that. That isn't in the laser cut parts. You have to make that one. And I just made it out of a bit of whatever it was, 2mm ply that I had laying around. Doesn't need to be that thick, but as the undercarriage is fixed to that, thick is good. So you have to make one of those. So I've done that. Ribs 1 and 2 also need a strengthener, which is a little bit of ply that is stuck on over this centre section, like that. Now, the drawing's a bit vague. Really, it only shows one on one side. I think there should be one on either side. Doesn't make sense otherwise. So you need to make 2 more of those, so that you've got one on each side of rib 1 and the same on rib 2, which is that one. So you've got a little ply doubler that goes over there like that and is stuck on. One there and one on the other side. So that's the second bit of prep you need to do. The next bit is you've got to cut the leading edge, and there is my leading edge. I've done it now because it's just easier to do while your bench isn't full of wing. So that is cut to a taper. You have to work that out for yourself. You work out the height of the rib 18 and the height of rib 1. Work out the length and draw a line between them in a taper. So that's the narrow end, that's the wide end. Simple. Now, this is what I forgot before. Because there's dihedral on the wing, and this is part of the centre section which is flat, you've got to cut a taper on here. If I put this bit of wood up against there you can go, you can see it ain't straight. So what I did was cut that angle there. You can work it out from the plan again, and the bit I cut off I stuck on top. Yeah, so that keeps the thickness of that bit. You only have to fill it in otherwise, so you might as well just chop it off, stick it up there. So you have to do that on the leading edge. Right, at the trailing edge of the main wing, you've got 1/8 spars, 2 of them. The top one needs a taper cut in it like that, because the ply wing joiners butts up to that of an overlap, so you have to do that. Then the main spars, which is 2 of them. This is like quarter spruce. Same thing. If I put a straight edge up to it, there you can see you've got to cut it, the taper there, the bit you cut off sticks on top, and you do that for the top and bottom one. And so I've done that as well there and there. Hopefully that's in camera shot. And that is the main prep work. So I've got to glue now all these doublers onto these ribs, making sure I glue them the right way round, because you know, it's a handed wing. We've got a left and a right hand panel, and we are now doing the left panel. So I've got to glue these on the right sides. And I'm going to wood glue those, so that's going to take the rest of the day to go off. So I won't be assembling the wing today, because you know, I want to be good joints, so I'm using wood glue. I could use epoxy, of course, but I prefer a bit of wood glue now and again. So I'm going to carry on and just get all these doublers and bits glued on. Yeah, I can't see anything else that's a major headache. I think I've covered most of the bases. Now, one other thing I'm going to try after I've glued these up is, this is the rear spar here. Now, on the first attempt when I made the wing, I glued on these rear spars directly onto the ribs and then put this up against it like that. What I'm going to try this time is gluing this onto this rear spar before I assemble it. So that will make a nice rigid structure that we can basically just go and shove onto the back of the ribs. So we'll try that and see if it's a win or a fail. Technically it should work. How many times have you heard that before? So let's see what happens. Right, I'm going to get some gluing done. Right, so all their prep is pretty much done to build this wing. We got 3 ribs. There's the first one with that extra strengthener. Ply plate on both sides, which is missing off the laser cut parts. There's the second rib, strengtheners again, there and there, ply rib. And there's the third one with a ply rib on it. So they are all good. Then we have this rear spar, and I've done what I said I was going to do, which is to glue the that's an 1/8, isn't it? Yeah, 1/8 spruce onto the back of it, and then we'll assemble the ribs directly onto there. That's a nice strong structure and it's nice and straight, so that should make things a lot simpler when we come to make the wing, which will be tomorrow. So that is it for the day. It's so hot in here, it's hot and muggy and just no air. So yeah, like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget, big shed. And have a look at Sarik Hobbies website and see if they've got anything you might be interested in. They've got loads of plans, plan packs and other things like that. Or if you're into boats as well, they do some boat stuff and trains. So have a look at them, and if you buy something, let them know you saw about it on RC Model Geeks, because it helps to keep stuff like this going. So see you all tomorrow. Thanks again everybody today who put in some dosh for the Big Shed Fund. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you for watching Captain Rob's RC Model Geeks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button. If you want to see more of the same type of videos, don't forget you can subscribe. If you want to support us, you can use PayPal, paypal.me/RC Model Geeks. If you want to contact us, you can email us rcmodelgeeks@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.